It looks like the weekend brought some bad blood between two men, the two men of the feuding godmother and her former friend. Travis Kelce has officially unfollowed Ryan Reynolds, just as Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively are literally on every single red carpet around the world. It's literally where in the world are Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively? They are everywhere, on every single front cover of every page. I feel for their immune system. I don't understand how they are. Where are they sleeping? Are they sleeping? We're going to get into all of that and more. There are so many stories I am covering today. Obviously, the big unfollow of April 28th, 2025. We're going to talk about sports today, guys. This is a sports show. Plus, what else are we covering? Oh, speaking of sports, we're going to talk about Bill Belichick. I've gotten so into this story because is there elder abuse happening? What is happening with Bill Belichick and his younger girlfriend, Jordan, in that weird CBS Sunday Morning interview? Holy, that sucked me in. We're also going to talk about a Diddy update. We're going to talk about Tom Sandoval and how strangely, in a weird turn of events, I feel for him. Not like I want to feel him. I just feel for him. And if we have time, maybe we're going to talk about JoJo Siwa and the fact that she's no longer a lesbian. And I kind of am like shipping her and this guy, Chris Hughes from Celebrity Big Brother UK. There's so many random little stories. In Alex Earl's story I want to talk about, like another TikTok influencer named Janelle Roner who got called out for using GLP-1s while selling diet products. I mean, like there's so much I want to talk about today. But of course, we really have to start with the big story. All of that and more on today's Do the Sprinkler Daily Dose of Donna. Thank you so much for being here. And for those of you guys in the comments saying, make sure you're still subscribed. It's so interesting. I got a lot of comments over the weekend from people. Yeah, right here, Longhorn Chic. So many people saying, I checked over the weekend and said, I'm not subscribed anymore. Like, what's up? Why are you guys unsubscribing? I don't know if you guys are doing it on purpose. I guess you're not, because you're saying, I didn't mean to. And all of a sudden I wasn't subscribed. Well, over the weekend, I had an influx of new subscribers over, I think like 1,000 new subscribers over the weekend. So thank you so much for a lot of you guys joining the party, joining the Daily Dose of Donna party. I was featured on Entertainment Tonight on Friday night from my bed. Isn't that fun? I was over down the street at Casita, which is like a big Mexican spot. It's got great margaritas. If you're ever in Los Angeles, in Sherman Oaks specifically, this is a restaurant that you'll see on the Valley all the time. You'll see it on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills all the time. It's like a big Los Angeles reality show spot. They were always shooting there. And I went there on Friday night right after my Patreon happy hour with a bunch of you guys. And as I'm sitting there, I'm getting DM. Oh my God, you're on Entertainment Tonight. And I wasn't really sure which video they were going to show. And of course, it's the one where I have no makeup and I'm in bed. And I was thinking to myself, oh my God, of all the videos that they show, that's the one that they decide to show. So yeah, I'll show it to you guys right now. I mean, why not? I'll just show it to you guys too. So shout out. I'm very, very grateful that Entertainment Tonight is reaching out to me and wanting to show my videos. But this is the clip that they showed of me.
Hello. Hey, congratulations on your honor. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, their united front on the red carpet as Blake alludes to her legal drama with Justin Baldoni.
I have so much to say about the last 2 years of my life, but tonight
So
is
much
not the
to
forum.
say.
Blake never mentions Justin by name, but in a 6-minute speech, the actress talked about the power of sharing survivor stories, revealing her own mother endured a frightening assault.
She is a survivor of the worst crimes someone can commit against a woman. My mom never got justice from her work acquaintance who attempted to take her life when she was the mother of 3 young kids years before I was born. It's not for us to have shame. It's for them. Never underestimate a woman's ability to endure pain.
Where was this speech 2 years ago?
The internet kicks in, calling the speech a too little too late PR strategy and bringing up Blake's It Ends With Us press tour.
Grab your friends, wear your florals.
Took that time to talk about florals and girlfriends and booze and clothing.
Who did you bring with you? I heard you brought a party.
So, yeah. You know what I say about that? Record the video. Even when you're laying in bed with no makeup on, no bra, and with Nutella in the corner of your mouth, record the video. You never know when Entertainment Tonight is going to say, hey, D, can I just pull you up and platform you? Sure. A lot of you guys also saw me on the new Hulu documentary, the Karen Reed documentary. I am also featured in that. And that was when I was covering the Max 5-part Karen Reed documentary from my car. They never want to pull up Daily Dose of Donna clips. What's up with that? They only want to pull me when I'm in a car or in my bed. What's the next one? Like where I'm upside down in a trampoline. Anyway, so they put me on the Karen Reed Hulu. And it was the one clip where I'm like, I didn't even think Karen Reed was very likable, but she still didn't murder her boyfriend. So you guys, Karen Reed, there's a lot of updates from today's trial. I'm not covering it on today's show, but I will talk about it more on tomorrow. And tomorrow, Jen McCabe is joining the stand. So we will definitely get into that, but not on today's show. Okay. Blake Lively. We're going to talk about a lot, including Else Rich's video that she covered about Blake Lively's mom and what she has gotten. She has gotten some DMs about what the supposed attack was on her mom, but we will talk about that in a little bit. I want to stay on topic, which is the big story of this morning, which was Travis Kelce. Okay. When I first saw this story, Travis Kelce unfollows Ryan Reynolds, I knew what was going to happen. The second I brought it up and the second I said it, I said to myself, immediately there's going to be people who are going to be like, this is so lame. This is so stupid that you're even talking about Travis Kelce and, whatever. Oh my God, unfollow. This is like so high. Okay. Let me explain to you guys. I don't even need to explain to you guys. I feel like you guys will understand it, but the people on Instagram that aren't really in it like us, we're in it, right? Dosers are in it. But the people that don't understand, well, of course, then there's the comment like this that's saying it's cringy how celebrities follow and unfollow people like they're 5th graders. But Kelly, I want to explain to you. It's really a very, very strategic move to follow and unfollow when you are a celebrity. There's a very, very big move when Travis Kelce, someone that is being watched like this, actually presses follow, unfollow. It's not a small thing. It's not like us when we follow and unfollow people. There's people that are in our feeds all the time that we follow and unfollow because they're annoying to us, that they post too much, or we just get over their music, or we're over their celebrity or whatever. Maybe we just don't like their style anymore. Maybe they say something that we don't agree with, whatever. It's not a big deal when we do it. It's not a big deal even when some celebrities do it that aren't embroiled in a big scandal. When you are a Travis Kelce and you're not personally even involved in the scandal, but you are dating someone like Taylor Swift. And Taylor Swift right now is embroiled in this big Khaleesi Dragon scandal. She is involved in a massive scandal right now. Not by choice, but she is. And the big story of last week is that she is set to be subpoenaed. Now, I can only assume that she was subpoenaed. And the reason why, we wouldn't know if she was subpoenaed or not. I don't think that that's public knowledge. Maybe I'm wrong. But the reason why I believe that she probably was, if anything, is because Marvel, we know, was subpoenaed. Marvel, the company behind Deadpool and Wolverine, was subpoenaed on Friday because they did send a letter, a public letter, because everything that is sent to the Judge Lyman, it was filed in the court system. So we know that a letter was actually sent to Judge Lyman from Marvel on Friday, meaning Marvel has been subpoenaed. If Marvel, the company behind Deadpool and Wolverine, was subpoenaed, I'm assuming that means multiple people have been subpoenaed now that are in this like octopus of the Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively drama. So my guess is Hugh Jackman, and my guess is Taylor Swift. Now, we'll get into the Another Simple Favor premiere that happened last night, and we know that Hugh Jackman was there. So we're not questioning Hugh Jackman and his friendship with Ryan Reynolds. He's standing strong. He has stood strong. He has shown his support for Ryan Reynolds. He has clearly made his, he's standing strong with Ryan. He's decided, I am still friends with Ryan. The people that we know are not as clearly staying strong with Blake are who? Taylor Swift, who has been MIA. Obviously, all the articles have been showing that they're separated. They're not as close. The Super Bowl, they're not showing up in any pictures together. And over the weekend, Gigi Hadid, she had this big party. Now, Gigi Hadid, the Haim sisters, I don't know how to say it. I'm guessing it's supposed to be Haim because that's a Israeli way to say it, and I know that that's their family background. Haim, but maybe they go by Haim sisters. Gigi, the Hadids, Blake, Taylor, they're all like this crew, right? They were all this crew. Gigi Hadid had her birthday party in New York City. Bradley Cooper was there. Will Arnett was there. All these people. Now, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds also did have this crazy whirlwind weekend. They were not there. So there's a couple of reasons that they could have not been there. Probably because they were busy as fuck, right? They were traveling like crazy, but they were not at that party. So Gigi and Blake have not been seen in public together, and Blake has not really been seen in public with any of her girlfriends at all that we've seen publicly since this mess. The only one we've seen her out in public with is, since this mess, has been anyone at a premiere. And we saw her at dinner one time with Isabella Ferrer, right? Is that who I don't think I'm missing anyone else that she's actually been in public with. Maybe, or like at events, but no one like just out to dinner with, like friendly girlfriends hanging out, right? I could be wrong. I don't believe she has been out with anyone. I think just at events and stuff. Okay. So then the point is here is that this unfollow from Travis Kelce is a huge deal, because Travis Kelce, and I don't keep up on his normal like follow and unfollows, but Travis Kelce, for the most part, is someone that, he seems to be like a drama-free dude. I don't understand exactly, but most dudes kind of seem to be like, I want to stay out of the drama, right? Like, let the girls be the girls, unless you're on Real Housewives of New Jersey. As a husband, most of the guys are like, I'm going to let the girls do the drama thing. I'm just going to be like the guy. I'm just going to be like, how men are usually like, let the girls, if the girls are fighting, like, we're good. But he's sending a very strong message. By Sunday, yesterday, on April 27th is when the unfollow occurred. It's like a murder mystery. On Sunday, April 27th, the unfollow occurred. Now, we know for sure, according to ChatGPT, and I double-checked with Grok, that he definitely was following Ryan Reynolds. He started following him in I don't know when exactly, but in 2023, when he was very heavily hanging out with him. They were doing all the double dates. They were spending a lot of time together. So this was a very intentional unfollow. This was a conversation he had with his publicist, with his, agent, with his manager, with Tree Payne, probably with Taylor Swift. He didn't unfollow him because he just felt like it. He unfollowed him because he wanted to send a message. My guess is Taylor Swift was subpoenaed, and possibly Travis Kelce was as well. That's my guess. I think they were subpoenaed, and they're now more involved in this mess over the weekend or last week, and they're freaking annoyed. And now on his feed, he has to see Ryan Reynolds smiling it up, partying it up, red carpeting it up, going over to Wrexham, which we'll get into their weekend. Like everything's phenomenal. Life is grand. Everything is wonderful. Blake is talking about how amazing everything is. Like everything is so damn perfect. We're untouchable. We're living our best lives. And meanwhile, Taylor and Travis are now dragged into this drama as the dragons probably didn't want to be, probably didn't ask to be. And now their personal shit is going to be laid out on the table. And they're probably feeling very hung out to dry. This is my assumption based on what this is. Moonlight Receipts, thank you so much for the super sticker or super chat. I never know what they're called. Someone tell me what these things are called so I know at least what to call it. But thank you so much for that. In Hollywood, a follow is currency. It fully is. It fully is. It's a follow is like an Instagram follow as a celebrity is like a public show of support. It's a big thing. It's not like stupid. Like It Ends With Us premiere. Taylor, her brother, and Travis Kelce unfollowed Blake and Ryan. In this town, unfollows speak louder than words. Okay. For example, what started all of this drama at the It Ends With Us premiere? It wasn't just the fact that no one was taking pictures with Justin Baldoni. What started all the drama was before the premiere, when everyone started realizing, wait, why is no one following Justin Baldoni on Instagram? That was the big drama. That's what really started everyone's brains swirling before the premiere, when everyone was saying, hey, I'm noticing Colleen Hoover is not Instagram following Justin Baldoni. Why is Jenny Slate not following Justin Baldoni on Instagram? Why is Justin Baldoni following all these people, but they're not following him back? To say I don't follow you on Instagram is basically saying I don't like you. I don't want to be your friend. And I'm sorry if you guys stop, not you guys, but like if you're my friend in real life and you unfollow me, that's you basically telling me I don't want to be your friend anymore. Because there's a lot of ways to subtly tell someone, I don't want to see your stuff anymore. You're like annoying me, or you're over posting, or your content is not like connecting with mine, but I don't want you to know because I still like you as a person, or I don't want to hurt your feelings. It's called mute. There's a lot of ways to do that. You can just mute someone. Have you ever done that? It's very easy to mute someone on your feed. I mute people all the time because I don't want them to know that I'm unfollowing them, or I don't like, if it's an account that I really like as a person, I don't want to unfollow them. That's mean. I'll mute them. That's what you do. So you can easily mute them. No one would ever know. No one would ever tell. They won't ever know. And that's it. But to unfollow is like, I want you to know I don't like you. That's it. So this was a very clear sign. Taylor Swift, I don't believe she follows anyone on Instagram from her main account. So I don't know if she's doing anything on her, play around account that she has. Like she has like a faux Instagram or whatever they're called, Finsta, that she plays around. So she can do that. But it's a big deal. It is a very big deal. It's a very strong show of support, or in support. And this means that Taylor Swift and Blake Lively are no longer friends. I don't know if this is, I would say it means it's not just a little fight. I would say this means that they're not friends, because to unfollow is like, I don't want you back in my life. Men don't fuck around with this shit. They don't play the games. And I think it's a pretty strong sign. Now, I'm curious if this changes anyone's opinion of those people that are just like really hardcore in Blake's corner because they're big Taylor Swift fans. Blake has those big Swiftie girls that are big Swiftie fans. So they're always going to believe Blake. And I really, really wonder if that's true. Now, Molly says something, the kids need a new godmother. And I am very, very interested about this because I don't really understand this godmother shit. I'm Jewish. So tell me what do you do? How do you like, how do you fix this? Can you just like reassign a godmother, or you're just like SOL? Because 3 of her kids got this girl as a godmother, which is weird anyway. That's codependent, man. She really put all her eggs in the Taylor Swift basket. That's a little much. Moonlight, again, thank you so much. If I don't want to see you on Insta, I'm basically saying I don't want to see you in real life. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true too. What if unfollowing them, I know you said unfolding them, which is funny, but I think you meant unfollowing them is just a PR favor. Well, who would it be a PR favor for? It would be if it's a PR favor for anyone, it's really for Taylor, which if Taylor is in Blake's corner still, let's think this out, right? Let's let's walk through the scenarios, okay? If Taylor Swift and Blake Lively are still friendly, this would be Taylor Swift's moment to say, I freaking love you, Blake, and I support you. That's it. If Taylor is a good friend, she would support Blake through these trying times. If she's not Blake Lively's friend, she's pulling away. If Taylor Swift and Blake Lively are still friends, she's a horrible friend right now. Sorry. I think she's an absolute horrible friend if she and Blake are still friends right now. I would never want to be friends with Taylor Swift again if this is how your friend is handling this. If she's letting her out hang to dry during this crazy, crazy public moment. Because this is the time that you would need to ask your biggest supporters to stand by you. This is the time when you are going through these huge, huge moments. Remember, if Blake is telling the truth, and she actually was sexually harassed by Justin Baldoni, and she has not lied about what her experience was during the It Ends With Us movie set and movie production, then she should have all the support from her girlfriends. I'm sorry, right? Shouldn't she? If any of my best friends were sexually harassed, I would never hang them out to dry unless I thought they were crazy liars. Then I would run for the damn hills and probably unfollow their beady-eyed husband. Just saying. What would you guys do as a friend? Because that's weird. If they go through the trial and Blake Lively comes out to be telling the truth after all of this, which would also be really a shock. But if she goes through this entire thing and it comes out at the end that Blake Lively really did get harassed this entire time, and all of this was a big ruse, and she never took over the movie, and she never extorted, and she never then Taylor Swift all of a sudden becomes her friend again. Like, that would be the fakest friend in the world. Necessary Trouble says, thank you so much with Teresa Bruce. Is it possible that the silence and unfollow is agreed upon to shelter Taylor and Kelce from backlash? So you think that Blake and Ryan are that good of people that they're saying, you know what? Yes, I want you guys to unfollow us in public so that the public leaves you alone. You think that they just like, this would be like the sainthood of Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. Like, would they be that good that they would be so incredibly kind that they would say, yes, I hope that you guys get away with this with no backlash. Please unfollow us. No way in a million years. Because remember, they are narcissists. They don't see themselves as a problem. They see themselves as the victims. They know that they're not the problem. Like, in their minds, they are the hurt. They are the victims. That's why they don't think that they are walking bowling balls or whatever. Like, they think that everywhere they go, people do bad things to them. So they don't think that they're the problem. I think that you're thinking, if that was the truth, you're expecting too much of them. Truly. Truly. Hold on, there's more here. Let's see. I saw a couple more. Thank you, Casey. Appreciate you. Casey, friend, you're my friend. Amy says, per ChatGPT, no. Once a godparent is officially recorded in the baptismal register, they cannot be changed. Godparents are considered witnesses to the baptism and form a permanent spiritual relationship. Oh, can't wait for the tell-all. Can't wait for the tell-all from Blake and Ryan's kids. Literally, remember, I'm waiting for certain tell-all books. I'm waiting for the tell-all from Bryn Hoppy, that's Bethany's daughter when she's old enough to write a book. I'm waiting for the tell-all from Blake and Ryan's kids. The youngest. I want the youngest. No, I think the oldest. She's old enough to understand like what's going on. I want the tell-all from her. And I want, who's the tell-all? Else do we want a tell-all? There's a couple other kids that we want a tell-all from. Okay. I wonder what else. Only people who support Blake right now are Ryan's friends. Okay, so let's get into who came to this party last night, this event. So last night this event, and I was very, very shocked and kind of let down, I have to be honest, by Emily Blunt and what's it called? Stanley Tucci. But I do think that there's a very, very, very important, and there's a very business behind the scenes reason for all these things and why people show up at these events. There's also friendships, of course, but there's a reason. There's always a reason for everything, right? Why people, like when I saw it, obviously the people that are in the movie were going to show up at this premiere. And obviously, Blake Lively's entire family showed up, which was really interesting to see. I got to see Lori Lively. Haven't seen her in years. I'll show you actually a picture. I have it of her entire family. Blake's entire family showed up at the event. Obviously we're very close to, her name is not Elaine Lively, by the way, in any pictures anymore. Now it's just Willie Elaine McAlpin. She has completely changed her. I don't know if she's aware that she's this big of a part in the story now, but Willie Elaine McAlpin is her new name, the mother's name. She's like, did I sign up for this? I don't know. She's continuing to pay my bills. So I'm just going to continue to go to these events as, whatever. Yeah. So this is Lori on the left. I've told you guys many times, I know her. I've known her for years. And then of course that's Robin Lively, and that's Bart Johnson, who is infamously walked the line many times in this experience. He's talked a lot of shit about Justin Baldoni and then publicly apologized, but then he said, no, I wasn't talking about Justin. I was just talking in general about people. Like Bart Johnson has kind of messed up a lot of things. And then of course in the middle, the mom, remember, she's changed her name. She hasn't really, but now she's Willie Elaine McAlpin. And it's very confusing because according to Google searches, Willie Elaine McAlpin, who says she's hooting and hollering over life is but a bowl of cherries. Remember, according to that speech? I've done so much research on Willie Elaine. Willie Elaine, according to my online searches, it's very confusing. Some people are saying she's from Georgia. Some people are saying she's born in Tarzana. I don't know. I can't decide, and Wikipedia is missing any information on her. They've done some really good scrubbing of Willie Elaine McAlpin's life. We can't figure it out. Although Elsrich, our resident CEO of FAFO, has told us online that she was actually her big crime, the crime that Blake Lively has talked about at the Time Magazine event. She was actually it wasn't a woman, it wasn't a man attacking a woman, even though she made it sound and alluded that it was a woman, like a man maybe SH'd or SA'd a woman and then tried to unalive her. No. According to Elsrich's research, even though it's a very vague story, Blake Lively's mom was apparently attacked by another woman at work sometime in the 70s. I have no idea, but it seems like she just really pulled this story out of a hat and said, I think I'm going to tell this story at the Time magazine event. It's like, I feel like her PR team, they have a bucket. No, they like literally, they literally have a hat, you know, like a hat like this. Everyone put in their best ideas, ripped up pieces of paper, put in their best ideas. What should we do next? How do we get ourselves out of this mess? I know. Let's talk about that one time that Blake's mom ran into like a drug addicted woman at her job who said, I'm going to kill you. And then let's go there. Okay, great. That's a great idea. Ooh, 10 points for you. Leslie Sloan, right? Penny Wrinkle's asking, what are the stories you have of Blake's mom? I talked about it a little bit on Friday. I'm still accumulating and I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to be 100% honest how much I want to go into it. Because Blake's mom, I look at her as a victim of Blake's. You think I'm joking? You guys, I think there's a ghost. This is not a joke, unless we just had an earthquake. My lamp, that lamp, I just said, I think Blake's mom is a victim of Blake's, and that lamp just started shaking out of nowhere for nothing's touching it. Do you see it's still moving? I think we have an earthquake. Either an earthquake or Blake the ghost is here. Maybe it's the woman trying to attack me now. I'm a survivor. A single mom who works 2 jobs. Was there an earthquake? Did someone actually have an earthquake? Was there an earthquake here? Can someone tell me? Oh my God, you guys, that was really crazy. Well, you guys were here to recognize that was really crazy. It was the ghost of Blake's career. It literally came and swept through. Oh my God, that was really intense. Okay. So thanks, Globotron. I just looked it up and it doesn't look like there's been one since this morning. So you haunted. Well, I think it was Blake's mom haunting me. She's like, don't you dare tell them the truth about me. I love cherries. Okay, wait, really fast about the cherries. I want to tell you guys something I told my Patreon community last night. I'm going to tell you guys something. You know how Blake is very, very big on her SEO usage. So check this out. Do you know how on her use of yummy, how she said yummy about Michelle Trachtenberg's lip gloss? Because she wanted us to Google yummy and then find out that she used the word yummy about Michelle Trachtenberg's lip gloss and not about like, oh yeah, yummy, you know, like never with teeth, all of the yummy references for the text messages with Justin Baldoni. And she's very big with SEO. Remember that, right? Okay, check this out. Yesterday, I was talking about it on Patreon and about the fact that she said, oh, my mom loves to hooping and hollering. Life is about a bowl of cherries. And I said that there was a theory on Reddit, how someone wanted to say that she used the thing, life is about a bowl of cherries, because if you Google Blake Lively cherries now, it's going to come up with this speech and not cherry-picked texts, right? Because remember, she cherry-picked the text for her complaint. However, I found another article that I think is actually even more of a smoking gun of why she would want a little bit of this to go away. And this, I think, is actually really, really like, I had never seen this before. I talked about it, like I said, on my Patreon, and I was like, wait, I had never seen this. Tell me if you guys have seen this. In this article, it says Blake Lively refused. This is from August of 2024. It says Blake Lively was begged to remove Lana Del Rey's song from It Ends With Us. The article is called Cherry Champion. It says, and remember, August 13th, 2024. So this is right after the It Ends With Us premiere, right when the movie just came out. And it says, in a recent interview, the actress revealed a clash that she's not supposed to mention over the use of Lana Del Rey's Cherry. In the film, they begged me to take that song out of the movie, she says. Lana Del Rey was another point of tension on the set of It Ends With Us. In a recent interview with Hits Radio, the actress says that she was, I don't want to subscribe to you. I didn't have to subscribe to you yesterday. Why do I have to subscribe to you today? Hold on. Don't make me subscribe to you. No. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so I'm not going to subscribe, but I'll just tell you basically. So in the article, what it says, and I read it on the Patreon, but it basically says in this article that she's like, I'm not supposed to talk about this. I'm not supposed to talk about this, but I'll tell you guys anyway. They begged me to take this song out of this movie because I wanted to use it in the scene where she meets Atlas. And they thought it was too intense for this scene. But I said, no, we have to use it anyway. And she's basically admitting that she forced the song into this movie. Remember, she's not the director. Remember, she's not the music supervisor. Remember that. But she's talking about it in Rolling Stone that she's like, I'm not supposed to tell you guys this, but I forced it in the movie. They didn't even want it in it, but I forced it in. Maybe that's why she used the word cherries. Life is about a bowl of cherries. Hooping and hollering. Life is just a bowl of cherries. And by the way, I like cherries, but like, why is life like cherries? It's round, it's sweet with a big pit inside. Like, I get chocolate. Life is about a bowl of chocolate. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know which one you're going to get. That makes sense. Why is life like cherries? Isn't that weird? What about cherries? Sweet? Has a stem? Has a big ass pit? Okay. Back to the story over the weekend. So Emily Blunt, I Googled, why would Emily Blunt be at this event? So Blake Lively and Emily Blunt, this is according to Grok. Blake Lively and Emily Blunt are connected primarily through their marriages to Ryan Reynolds and John Krasinski. Now, those that have been around for a long time, you guys may remember that I've told you, and now I can't remember if it was a members only, could have been a members only, or it may have been during a regular show. Who have I told you guys before? This is a test. This is a test. Dosers, this is a test. I'm going to ask you a question and I'm going to pause for an ad break because I do have an ad. So I'm going to ask you right now. Leave in the comments, who do you believe is a very problematic movie and TV star that has not been really realized or discovered yet? Who out there is a really problematic, not a very nice guy who has not really been discovered yet as a mean guy or a not very nice guy? And while you guys are putting that in the comments, I'm going to remind you guys that this week I have Daily Dose of Donna is sponsored by RULA. And if you guys know that mental health is so important to me, I go to therapy, my family goes to therapy, my husband, my kids, everyone goes to therapy. It's so important to find the right mental health care provider, and it should be simple and affordable, but for many, it's not. There are long wait times, high costs, and difficulty finding the right provider, which can make help feel overwhelming, and that's where RULA comes in. RULA connects you with in-network licensed therapists that accept most major insurance. Their users typically have a copay of only $15 per session, which make therapy more accessible than ever. With a network of 15,000 licensed providers across 100 specialties, RULA also ensures you get care tailored to your needs. You can also see a therapist in as little as 24 hours, so you get special so you can get, I'm looking at your answers. It's so funny. So you can get specialists You can get the support you need without financial stress, making therapy accessible and affordable. With you, start your mental wellness journey today. Visit RULA.com/daily dose. That's RULA.com/daily dose for convenient insurance covered therapy that fits your life. With RULA, you can find the right therapist for you. In-network covered care for most major insurance. Join the thousands who have already turned to RULA to support you on your journey to better mental health and well-being. Getting started is easy. Just visit RULA.com/daily dose today. When you sign up, they're going to ask you how you heard about them. Please support the show by letting them know I sent you. It's a simple way to help me while you take the first step towards the care you deserve. Go to RULA.com/daily dose now and connect with a licensed therapist who truly cares. Your mental health matters. Thank you, RULA. Okay, I have to let my dog out because my dog needs some mental health. Hold on one second. And by mental, oh shoot, hold on. By mental health, I mean a pee break. Okay. All right, here we go. Back to the stories. Who is the actor that has not been outed, but has been very rumored as being a terror on set, as being difficult on set, has been challenging behind the scenes? And I hate to say it, but the answer is the first one I saw. Ariana got it, John Krasinski. And I'm very, very sorry to tell you, but John Krasinski happens to be Emily Blunt's husband. So the reason why I say this is, I'm running because I just have to run back and forth. The reason why I'm saying this is, I'm not saying that, it makes it okay or whatever. I'm just saying birds of a feather. So the story, and I can give you guys more details of that. I've talked about it. I know for sure I've talked about it. I don't remember if it's been here or on Patreon before. I have many, many DMs from people in the industry who have explained this to me, whether it's been on, I'm trying to remember where. Let me see if I can just search my DMs to see if I can find something right now. I can tell you specifically. Hold on. It's so hard sometimes to find through DMs. It was right around the time where he got Hottest Man of the Year. A lot of stuff came out about him. So I just want you guys to know that when I Googled or when I grokked, which is like ChatGPT, the connection, how are they friends? What came up is that they are very, very close because John Krasinski and Ryan Reynolds are close friends. Birds of a feather, right? Reynolds and Krasinski have worked together on projects like the film If, where Krasinski directed and Reynolds starred. Their friendship extends to their personal lives, with the couples, Lively and Reynolds, and Blunt and Krasinski, often described as having a double date dynamic, socializing together frequently. For example, posts on X have highlighted their bond, noting that Lively and Blunt are part of a tight-knit group with their husbands who share a bromance. Additionally, both actresses are prominent figures in Hollywood, though they haven't co-starred in a film. Their connection is further strengthened by shared social circles, including Taylor Swift. Not so long. Who is friends with both couples and has referenced Lively and Reynolds' children in her music. Okay. So we also have the upcoming Devil Wears Prada remake, which is Stanley Tucci. Now, Stanley Tucci and Emily Blunt are family. Did you guys know that? Emily Blunt's sister is married to Stanley Tucci. So there is that connection too, but they're also in that movie coming up. There is a connection. I will have to do some research. Whose agent is who? Who's directing the Devil Wears Prada movie? Is it Paul Feig's someone's friend connection. There is some sort of connection. Oh, interesting. Nicolette says Emily Blunt was at Gigi's birthday party. There is a big, like, incestuous circle in Hollywood. Okay. I froze there. It's the ghost. I'm frozen. It was the ghost. They're back. So all I can say is that nothing surprises me anymore. It doesn't give me any sort of feeling of like, oh my God, they're innocent, but I don't like it. It doesn't make me feel better for Emily Blunt. I'm like, ew, why? Why are you doing that? Nothing in the world would make me feel like I'm gonna pose with them now. It's just like, ew. It all feels very, very yucky to me. But someone said it really, really well here. Katie says one hand washes the other. And that's what it is. It's you do me, I do you, which sounds very sexual. But so does one hand washes the other. It's very, it's very Hollywood. It's very incestuous. It's very like, I'll help you and you help me. My agent tells me I need to go out with you because I'm going to get you on this next thing. And Blake and Ryan's careers are nowhere near done. Not even close. It's the most unfortunate thing ever. It's depressing as F. I don't want to go there, but I was on the phone with Zach Peter last night. We were on the phone while I was grocery shopping for about 45 minutes, just like chatting and shooting the shit about this. And I'm like, God, sometimes I just get so freaking frustrated when I think about these stories. You know, it pisses me off. Like, I don't want the bad people to just like keep winning. It bothers me. It bothers me. So, that's what bothers me. Okay, so I get a few of you guys saying you sent me some more super chats. I don't want to miss them. Hold on. Okay. It looks like Blake Lively, thanks Vanessa. It looks like Blake Lively was not invited to Gigi Hadid's 30th birthday bash. Her so-called friends are now stepping away and that she's not good for their image. But how do we know that she wasn't invited? I just think she couldn't make it. She was in Wales. By the way, I said England for Wrexham. Thanks for catching me, you guys. She's in Wales. I'm sure T is happy she's not the godmother to the 4th Moonlight. Receipt says, thank you, Moonlight. Yes, it's so true. She hasn't gone by that name in 61 years. You're talking about Willie Elaine McAlpin. Even after we're divorced, 5 years later, makes new husband change name to Lively. I know, it's all so shady. It's all bullshit. It's all fake. Amy says, I've been using Ancestry to look them both up, Elaine and Ernie. Thanks, Amy, for all your hard work. Thanks, Crimson. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure there was It Ends With Us promo interview where Blake Lively said she was fortunate to not know anyone near her herself experience abuse. Must find that interview. I want to say she was being very clear about, like, pretty strongly talking about domestic abuse, but I could be wrong. But yes, she was very strong in her interviews that she was like, I'm lucky that I don't have anyone in my personal life that has experienced that. But the way she alluded to it at the Time magazine was very much bullshit, like against women. It was such a play on words. You guys, we see right through her though. Dosers, we're smart. We're smarter than that. Thanks for all your super chats. And Amy says, I find it sus he took her married name. Oh yeah, Ernie Lively. Man, oh man. That is so weird. Oh, Robin says something interesting. If I'm unfollowing and or blocking someone, I make my husband do it too. Unless you want to keep spying on them. Then you don't. Okay. Let me think if there's any other Blake Lively. There's probably always going to be another little Blake. Oh, I just saw something really fast on Daily Mail, you know, the Bible. When I say that, I'm not serious. You guys don't like take that seriously and be like, don't call it the Bible. I want to show you this one article that just popped up and I thought you guys would really enjoy this. Body language expert. These are the best. First, I keep hearing things. I'm like, so anxious. The body language expert. I love over the weekend. I'm like the lip reading expert that said that Ryan Reynolds is like, I need to shine. But this is the body language expert who's saying that Blake Lively reveals her hand of possession pose over obedient Obedient husband Ryan Reynolds. What the hell, obedient? Now he's an obedient? Come on. He's obedient? Bull. All right. Judy James. She's getting all her work for Blake Lively. Let's watch this. It says Blake Lively exerted dominance over her obedient husband Ryan Reynolds. Do you guys believe this for shit? I can't. In a candid video from the red carpet, Lively was filmed frantically gesturing with her hand as a puzzled Reynolds by her side widened his eyes comically, or with cocaine, just saying allegedly. Body language expert Judy James has exclusively deciphered the couple's interactions and revealed Blake's directive hand signals to Ryan on the red carpet show. Not only her previously illustrated fondness for directing the action out on the red carpet, but also Ryan's loyal and obedient looking responses that create the look of sticking his nose straight into a human. Wait, what? His obedient looking responses that create the look of sticking his nose straight into a human hand propeller. What the hell? What's a human hand propeller? It's hard to see if Blake's circling, winding hand gesture is aimed at someone else further along the red carpet, or if it's a signal to Ryan to motivate him to set off to work the camera poses. It looks like she's winding up clockwork or doing some kind of countdown. Wait, what? What is she doing? What is this? Did you guys see a video of her winding? Is she doing like, maybe she's doing the sprinkler like Zach Peter. Maybe she was dancing to Can You Imagine It? Okay. Let's see. Into instant action before he gets that extra push or nudge on the back from her other hand as he sets off. His eyes almost hint at some hypnotic effect, although Ryan is known for his ironic sense of humor. So the facial expression could just be performed to get a laugh here. Yes, because oh my God, you guys, this picture is too much for my brain. Sit, doggy, sit. Good job. I can't stand him. I mean, I can function for some moments, but him, he sets me off to a place I don't enjoy. Right? He does something to my psyche. We're going to find the video. We have to laugh at this shit. Reynolds looked animated on the red carpet. Oh, we're gonna dance. It's hard to see if Blake's circling, winding hand. Oh, and then the comments. Ryan and Blake serving chaotic vibes. That did not look like a pleasant exchange. Okay, we have to find the video. What the hell is this from the movie? We don't need to see from the movie. Okay, bye. Let's go back to find the video. Whoa. Okay, here it is. Whoa, telling others not to not come, waving hand across Ryan Reynolds' nose, coax him along. All right, let's get into it. Hold on. We need to do it again. I don't even think she's pointing at him at all. Wait, this is so good. You guys have to see it. If you're listening to the audio of this, you must come to the YouTube to see this. This is too good in real life. Okay, wait, one last time and then we'll move on. You have to see it big because you have to look at his face. Oh, that was worth it. That was worth it. Oh, he's such a dumbass. Let's move on to some other stories because we have to get into, like, speaking of, if she's got a controlling situation, can we just talk about Bill Belichick and his controlling girlfriend, his 24-year-old controlling girlfriend. It's a weird ass story. We've got to talk about it really fast. But before I do, I just want to tell you guys really fast about my bodysuit. Remember I told you about the bodysuit, the staBody suit? I actually brought one to show you. I have to show you guys. This company is made by a doser. That's why I'm so obsessed with it. Well, I would have been obsessed with it anyway because I actually really love them. But truly, this is the best bodysuit I own. That I told her. She was like, okay, well, because, I make a commission, obviously, because I sell them for her. And she's like, okay, well, I have a commission. I was like, no, just send me more bodysuits. Like, I'm obsessed with them. So if you guys want some shapewear that is not confining, you're looking for an alternative it's smoothing, but it's not like super compressing. It's not like the other companies that like you feel like you're like a sausage in them at all. These bodysuits, they won't untuck. They won't pull down or expose the tummy ever. This is the key. You guys want to know about how to pee with these bodysuits? Remember I told you about how when you go to have to pee with the bodysuit and you can't unsnap or whatever? Get ready. I'm going to show you because I'm not wearing it. I'm going to show you. Okay. This is called the staBody suit, but it's spelled S-T-A. Check it out. This is what it looks like. Okay. So you wear it, you put it on, and you tuck it in. This is connected. And it goes in your jeans, so they see just the top like this. And then this goes obviously in front of you. And it's a G-string. It's a G-string back. But when you go to the bathroom, you just pull down the back like underwear. And you pee, and then you lift it back up. It is the most genius outfit like solution ever. This is obviously the white one. They have beige, they have black, they have long sleeve, they have short sleeve, they have tank top. It's so soft. Look at it. Look at it. You guys, it is not confining. It has the perfect amount of hug. It's not suffocating. It's antimicrobial. You can wash it. It's literally the best. No snaps, no clasps, no pulling the top of your bodysuit down, no restroom struggle ever again. I'm telling you, it's the best thing I own. I want them in every single shape, size, color. But you can get 10% off plus free shipping if you go to staBody and use promo code Daily Dose. That's STABODY.com. Use code Daily Dose, staBody.com. And it's, remember, STA, not STAY. STA. Honestly, when I was on a plane with these guys, best decision ever. No snapping, no like pulling down the entire thing. Genius. Long sleeves too. They look like this, like a long sleeve. This is not one, but it's like a black long sleeve. Oh my God. So hot. So sexy. Okay. Let's move on. Bill Belichick. What the fuck is going on? Now, I'm not a sports person, although I do cover Travis Kelce. But we got to talk about what's going on with Bill Belichick. Now, I don't know a lot about this, but I know he's old. He's coach of the Patriots. He's won 6 or 7 Super Bowls. He's 70, how old? And he is with his girlfriend, Jordan, who is 20-something years old. It's an incredibly, incredibly strange relationship. It makes no sense, right? It makes no sense. Why are you with a 20-something-year-old woman when you are 70-something years old? It's odd. And I think that they started dating. He's 73 and she's 24, and they've been together for like 2 years, right? Now, yesterday he was on CBS Mornings, and Dave Portnoy from, what's it called? Morning. Guys, help me. What is Dave Portnoy? Oh my God. I'm having a stroke. What is it called? The pizza thing and all the shows. Dave Portnoy was on a Barstool. Thank you. I'm like, Morning Brew. That's not right. Barstool. Geez. Dave Portnoy was tweeting about it. He's like, this is the weirdest shit I've ever seen. I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't really care about it until I saw the clip. So he was being interviewed on CBS Sunday Mornings, and because he just wrote a book about like winning something about the art of winning. And his girlfriend was in the corner, just kind of watching over him. And it was so strange. He was struggling to have like a real normal conversation. And then when he was asked about their relationship and how they met, he immediately like could not even really answer it. So let me show you the clip. This is on TikTok. This is from CBS Sunday Morning. It's really weird. Someone explain to me what you guys think. I think she's taking complete advantage of him and he's like what we call P-whipped, if you know what I mean. He loves the V. I don't know what's going on. You guys have to tell me what you think is going on. Hold on one second. I'm looking at the comments. One of your comments killed me. And by the way, I see the comment and I know what you mean and I agree. Okay, let's go.
You're probably thinking the same thing I was when I sat down with Bill Belichick.
What's going on with this sweatshirt?
Well, you can see I've worn this one for a while.
Do you remember how you got the cut here?
No.
Tattered and, yes, often sleeveless, Belichick's signature look is part of his singular focus. As he writes in a new book, he's motivated.
So it's a little bit of a weird thing anyway. He has this weird,
Before the career is over.
strange, kind of like rip in his sweater, which is weird anyway. Now let's get to like a little bit later in the interview when it gets even weirder. Internet would be nice. What? Where's my internet? What's happening? Here we go.
Belichick. He was named head coach of the University of North Carolina, the result of a messy split from Robert Kraft and the Patriots in early 2024.
He's got a cold, so I'm not going to kiss him.
I have to ask about Robert Kraft because 24 years together, 6 Super Bowls. Unless I'm wrong, he's not in this book. How come?
He's not. Well, again, it's about my life lessons in football, and it's really more about the ones that I experienced directly.
He's not even in the acknowledgement section.
Correct.
Do you feel like you were treated with dignity and respect when you were let go by Robert Kraft?
Yeah, well, it was a mutual decision for us to part ways.
He said fired.
It was a mutual decision.
The other change for Belichick is 24-year-old Jordon Hudson, his creative muse, as he writes in his book.
Make sure that's the
Jordon was a constant presence during our interview.
You have Jordan right over there. Everybody in the world seems to be following this relationship. They've got an opinion about your private life. It's got nothing to do with them, but they're invested in it. How do you deal with that?
Never been too worried about what everybody else thinks. Just try to do what I feel like is best for me and what's right.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
No.
No.
It's a topic neither one of them is comfortable commenting on, though Hudson has recently posted about it on Instagram.
You joined InstaFace, as you put it. I love that. There's some great pictures of you and Jordan where you're a fisherman and she's a mermaid. It's charming. It's a different side of you. What's the reaction been like?
What's it been like?
To have these different sort of photos. There's another one where you're doing, I know you're not into meditation or yoga or Pilates. You're balancing Jordan on your feet. She's doing kind of the Titanic pose.
Yeah, so I'm on some of those social media platforms, but I honestly don't follow them.
What he does follow isn't clicks or views, but touchdowns and, above all, wins.
You do seem like you're having a lot more fun these days than you were in other chapters of your life, let's say.
I enjoy football. I enjoy the whole process of it. It's hard to win, and it's hard to beat other good coaches, good teams. I appreciate the grind. I appreciate the competition. But coaching is fun, and honestly, I feel like I haven't worked a day in my
Okay. So someone said in the comments, her poor parents. I think actually, I feel bad for him. Am I crazy that I feel worse for him than I feel for her? I feel like she's in control. of the situation than him. Like, she's more in control than him. When their relationship first started, I remember thinking to myself, like, I feel bad for him because I feel like she's this young, girl, and he's kind of taking advantage. But every single thing that I've been seeing lately is this like weird situation where he is almost like taking this like back seat to her energy. And I saw this video a few weeks ago, I remember, where she was on the field while he was, because he's still a coach, right? Isn't he still a coach? I don't know. He's still a coach. And so he's like doing his thing, and she's like walking on the field with her like thigh high boots and these like really like this showy, sparkly jacket. And she's like very main character energy. And it's giving a little bit like, this is about me. And it feels almost like what you would expect if you're seeing a man that is like not necessarily aware of what's happening, being taken, because it doesn't seem like he's like very on his shit in the conversation at all, right? Like, it feels like he is kind of being taken advantage of or something. That's what I am feeling. That's the energy I'm getting. It's giving a little bit of like, is he not 100% there? Now, I don't know him well enough to compare. So I can't look at him, but from everyone else's take, that's what people are saying. And when I see that, and she's sitting in the back there and she's like, we're not answering that. Like, where is his manager? Where's his agent? Where's his publicist? Where are his adult children? This is a tale as old as time, right? The Gene Hackman story of the adult children. They're like, we weren't around. We weren't able to see. Something is going on. Now, some people are saying that stuff was happening, I guess, where people are like, maybe there was a story where, he met her on some sort of site. Or where do you meet a 20-year-old girl if you're a 73-year-old man? How do you guys meet? Where do you guys meet? Where are his kids? What's going on? What's going on? Like, and I'm okay if you're, my sister is with the man, married for 20 years. 15 years her senior. Like, it's normal to date someone or be with someone who is a little bit older than you. It's normal. But 50 years older, who's like so different than, I don't know. Something is up with them. I think there's something going on. I don't know, you guys. It's weird to me. It's super weird to me. Okay, another story that I thought was really kind of crazy is this Diddy story. We haven't been talking about Diddy for a long time, but I think we got to, because the trial is coming up. Now, listen, a little insider information. My trainer at my gym, her cousin is one of the prosecutors in the case. You know how there's like a bunch of prosecutors in the case? She's one of the prosecutors. I'm like, we need to find out all about this prosecutor. We need to like so obviously she's not going to be able to like talk about it, but after. So we need to find out everything about it. But they have a strategy going into trial. And remember, their trial is supposed to start May 5th. This is like in a week. Oh, important, by the way, Dosers Live tickets. Dosers Live tickets for LA Dosers Live, I should have started my show by talking about this, will be on sale on Thursday, May 1st. What are you guys doing on August 23rd? Are you spending the day here in Los Angeles, babies? August 23rd here in Los Angeles, Dosers Live tickets. You can put your name on the list at dailydosepod.com/Dosers Live. The link is below. But on May 5th this trial is supposed to start. And Diddy now has a new strategy for how he's going to get through it. Did you guys hear about this? Because the trial is already not going his way. Apparently, they're going to watch videos of him beating the crap out of Cassie, as they should. Apparently, they're also going to, thank you so much for the link, Amory. Apparently, they're also going to show us, they're also going to show the jury videos of the freak-offs. I don't want to see that. I would never want to be a jury on Diddy's trial. Oh my God, right? But now the strategy is they're going to use the mental condition. They're going to say that he had a mental condition bearing on the issue of guilt. They're going to say that he was not of clear mind during the crimes. Yep. they were going to say that according to TMZ, prosecutors have stated that legal precedent requires the defense to give proper notice before offering any evidence of the effects of drugs and alcohol on a defendant's memory or cognitive function. Another clue would be that the prosecutors are describing the doctor's potential testimony as evidence of the defendant's inability to control behavior. The federal indictment has included accusations that Diddy had drugged his victims into compliance during the alleged freak-offs. However, now it's being called into question whether Diddy was also impaired during the actual acts. Prosecutors have argued that the doctor's opinion on whether Diddy was lucid is invalid, as they point out that the medical professionals have never actually personally examined the rapper. Testimony would be based on his experience with other people, according to the documents. The site also reveals that the prosecutors also wanted to block a testimony of a forensic video expert regarding the video of Diddy beating up his ex-girlfriend, Cassie. This comes after days it was revealed that the jury will be able to view the video. This damning evidence is a big blow for Diddy, even as his lawyers have claimed that the security tape of him violently assaulting Ventura in a Los Angeles hotel hallway was edited and manipulated. Please. It was also revealed today that Diddy plans to argue that he was a swinger and did nothing wrong during his sex parties. That he was part of a lifestyle. Yep. That's just a lifestyle. He said, he thought his behavior was appropriate. That's what they're going to try to fight. It was just like, I was just drunk and it was appropriate. Can you imagine? You guys, I'm telling you, if Diddy walks free, if Karen Reed goes to jail, and if Justin Baldoni loses this, I'm going to law school and I'm fighting to become a lawyer because I can't handle any of this shit. I swear. I'm getting anxiety about all of this stuff. Katie, don't say that. Katie says, I think he could get off. Well, he already got off many times on those freak offs, if you know what I'm meaning. A lot will come out in that trial. And I'm sure a lot will come out on those videos. I am very scared to say. Very scared to say. We'll have to see what's going on. It's really, really scary. I'm petrified between all of these trials to see. Like I'm not joking. It really makes me nervous. It makes me nervous to see what exactly is going to happen. But hoping that justice is served. The justice for the people who have done nothing wrong. I want Karen Reed to walk free. I want Justin Baldoni to have a career and to win this case. And I want Diddy to rot in jail. Okay, Moonlit sent so many super chats. Moonlit, who are you? And will you take me out to dinner after all of these super chats? Okay, hold on. Hard to find much on Ronnie Lively. Did she keep his name to one-up him and basically erase his search ability? Is Ronnie Lively Blake Lively's mom's ex-husband? Like the one that was originally her husband? I don't even know who Ronnie Lively is. Oh, and you're saying Bill Belichick met his girlfriend yachting. That's hysterical. Yeah, yachting. Oh my God. You guys, thank you so much for being here. And hitting like and subscribing. I'm going to try to hit 50,000 at some point. Let's try to at least hit 50K. Appreciate all your love and all your support. Thank you so much for being here. Let's try to fight for justice. Tomorrow I'll cover more of Karen Reed. Jen McCabe will be on trial tomorrow on the stand. I cannot wait. She was the one that Google searched Haas Long to die in the cold. She is the smoking gun of the Karen Reed trial. We need to figure it all out. We will get to the bottom of it. We will do it. Oh, Suki says, can you touch on Sister Wives? Diesel jeans model. Oh my God, Sister Wives. Yes, Sister Wives was not that great last night. I have to be honest. Tom Sandoval. Damn it. Okay, you're right. I'll still stick around. Let's do 2 more stories. Two more stories. And then a quick little moment. Tickets go on sale Thursday, May 1st for Daily Dose Pod. Let's do two more stories. Sister Wives, really quick. Sister Wives was not that good last night. Sister Wives is getting worse this season. Oh, thank you so much. Love you too. I didn't mean to click on that, but I love you too. Okay, Sister Wives last night was really boring. So I'm going to give it 3 minutes of a conversation, but just because it's Sister Wives. Last night on Sister Wives, it was Valentine's Day, and we had to suffer through it. Kody and Robin went on a date that was a big old pile of bullshit because Kody only likes Robin. He thinks that she is a Diesel Jeans model. He only wants to be with her. He said she is his pretty assistant when he builds things like a magician. Meanwhile, Christine and her lollipop husband, David, go out on their first Valentine's Day date and drink a dirty martini. And let me tell you, if you have not been dating or drinking your whole life and you go out for dirty martinis, your bitch is wasted, okay? I am sorry. Christine and David were so hammered. They went home and had wild sex that night. You just know she rubbed his bald head. She probably had a freak off with his bald head. Baby oiled the shit out of that bald head. Don't you think? Nothing so crazy happened. Janelle was so over Kody. There's no question. But mostly it was about Christine and her monogamous, trying to be sexy, dress up sexy. It was all about that. But Mary and Janelle met at Coyote Pass, which, by the way, I found out just was sold in real life because, we're watching a show that's 2 years ago, but it was really sold in real life. So I'm like, I feel like a death in my family. The women are frustrated with Kody Brown's Cody's not, not being able to communicate. And they try to talk about how to protect their money. Mary and Parowan is considering to figure out how to do this legally. And Janelle, she's going to North Carolina, so she's also trying to figure out what to do. And Kody and Robin are building a vanity for Areola, the daughter who loves to put on makeup. Apparently it's okay. Everything's okay with their kid. Robin is having mixed feelings. She's always mourning. So I don't know the other feelings, but she's just sad always. He is not sure about being polygamous, monogamous, or trigonomous. I mean, who knows with him? Seriously, I'm so over it. Mary is pissed off because Robin has been ghosting her. Kody is pissed because he has criticism because of the finances. He's like, oh, I pay for so much of this. And then, he's like, but sometimes I didn't. They're all angry at each other. I can't handle it. But Christine is so boring and annoying. Yeah, I'm so in love with my man, David. It's so ridiculous. Mary says something about oh, Cody's too busy playing king of nothing to deal with us, which is, her way of throwing shade. And Janelle makes fun of her too. And then Kody says one thing, which is the best way to describe Kody, which is saying, I thought I was good at juggling wives, but maybe I dropped a few balls. He's the worst. And that's really it. They also describe Robin as being a Diesel model. Diesel jeans wearing model. And that's the last time I remember ever hearing about Diesel jeans. What do Diesel jeans look like now? Oh my God, I just Googled Diesel jeans. I want to see I want to see Robin in these jeans. When was the last time you guys saw Diesel jeans? I want to see Robin in these jeans. Robin Brown in Diesel jeans. What the hell are these? I'm sorry. What? What are these? This is not Robin's style. Diesel? Oh, Diesel jeans. I love my Diesel jeans and my purple pajamas. Finally, in today's story to end all stories, I feel really fucking bad for Tom Sandoval. And I'm just going to be honest. Now that Vanderpump Rules is over, Tom Sandoval really ended with the shitty end of the stick. Truthfully, Tom Sandoval ended with the shitty end of the stick. Tom Sandoval did not murder someone. Tom Sandoval did not throw a coffee table at his wife. Tom Sandoval is not a cocaine addict as far as we know. Tom Sandoval cheated on his live-in girlfriend who he didn't have a good sexual relationship with, who was not very loving towards him. Sorry, Ariana stans. And that is that. He was not a great boyfriend. He didn't do the right thing. It was a bad move, and I get it. He really got so effed in that like onslaught of hate. And now Tom Sandoval will be forever a living stain because of that. While everyone else is off to the races. And he is now in a podcast episode with Johnny Bananas, who's like a big reality star. You guys know him from every single show. And he's talking about it, how he feels like he was used basically by the rest of his cast for content and for stardom. And I felt for him. So let's watch it together. You guys tell me what you think. This is on Johnny Bananas' show. I wish I knew the name of it, but this is it.
Lala had her scandal. You know what I mean? I didn't say a fucking word about it. I didn't go on podcasts. I didn't start like talking about it, dissecting it, calling them, diagnosing them like I'm a therapist. I didn't, when Katie and Schwartz had their divorce, I didn't go on every fucking podcast and start talking about like what I think about the relationship and all that situation. Like there's all kinds of, when everybody had their things, everybody on our cast has had certain things here and there. And I've never gone around and talked about their shit like that, exploited the fuck out of it the way that they have. You know what I mean? And that to me tells me a lot about them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm not that person. I'm not going to be that person. They are those people.
Yeah.
They will. And it's frustrating to me too, because, you know, I have, you know, here I am like reaching out, talking to Lala, and then she goes on to, you know, Watch What Happens Live. And she goes, you know, too little, too late, buddy. And then literally 3 days later is like calling me up, inviting me over to her house. Sheena talking about how she doesn't talk to me. And then literally we're like texting back and forth about Masked Singer, about Tyler Henry, about like all these other things. And it's just like, it hurts my feelings. You know, I've been used by every single cast member in that way, you know, to benefit themselves, my misery to benefit them. But it hurts my feelings that like even now, 2+ years later, that, you know, they're still like, I won't associate, or I don't associate with him publicly. But like they hit me up like, I just hung out with Schwartz like day before yesterday. We like literally pulled an all night together, broing out. You know what I mean? And there's just a lot of, it's like, you know, I don't want to use the like, I'm a human being, whatever, but I am a human being. I'm a loving person.
Yep.
I've been loving, caring friends to all of these people. I've been there when nobody else would be. I've been the one person that you can fucking call at 5 a.m. because you're locked out of your house, and I will fucking answer and I will come over. You lose your cat, I'm coming over. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who I am. You need money, you need anything, I got you. And it's just, it hurts. You know what I mean? Like, I know what I did. I know what I did is fucked up, and it is bad. When Lala had her,
I don't know. I'm a big fan of someone owning up to their mistakes and taking accountability and like giving them a second chance, especially if what he did was cheat. Like what Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are doing, ruining someone's life in this way, I'm going to have a harder time to ever give them the benefit of the doubt. But the first step is owning up to it and apologizing and saying, I am sorry and I messed up. But he has like taken such a public lashing. I just feel bad. I don't know why. His voice is also kind of hard to listen to. So like, I think that also like, it's like a lot when he speaks like, anyway, All right, you guys, that was a really long episode. Thank you guys for being here, though. I appreciate you guys spending the afternoon with me. Thank you for subscribing. I hope you all subscribed. Did you? Let me know in the comments. Did you subscribe? Did you like the video? And thank you for being here and spending the afternoon with Daily Dose of Donna. I will be back tomorrow. And that is that. Okay. Bye, you guys. Bye, y'all.